You looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Blessings. Not sure we're going to have that connection issue as we had last time. I don't think so. I think all systems go far as I know. So who knows what was going on there? So I don't really know. A lot of stuff in astral. I think it's calmed down recently. Sometimes the astral, what's going on astral sometimes wears me out during the day. So that hasn't happened recently, I think, on this. So all right, we'll open up, do meditation, do messages if there are any from the galactic or angelics. Usually the galactic ones are the ones with that. And we're going to questions here. So much love, blessings. See you on the other side. Thank you all for being here, and here we go. All right. Greetings. This is, jeez. This is Eric. Congratulations all for your election. Some of you are still can't go over it. That's fine. Yes, some of you are doing something. I don't want to say it. Messing up their pants. Taking a crap, their pants on. That kind of stuff's going on. This isn't going to help you connect to each other. the more of this whining going on. Not to you know do any of that. They had to redirect their anger and to make it helpful for others in a productive way. I believe everyone's heard this somewhere. Apparently, as you can tell, many are forgotten. That will help the vibration of your world, and more than that, it will, I can just. If more people would chill out about all that, the world would be a better place. There are places in your Afghanistan where people are still doing that. That is not mentioned. And there are parts of the world that can use a lot of this chilling out mentality because some use a gun when they get mad. I believe some of you are aware of that. As for how to mend that, some of them are jealous motherfuckers, but that's okay. I don't know how to take situations in the right way, how to deal with certain things. They use violence, anger. You have it here in your United States too. To do that is to be mature when something doesn't go your way and be mature about it instead of laughing out loud and just being all negative about it. It doesn't really do anyone any favors. As for anything else, that was about it. So, yeah, some of you might feel a smell around you right now. That's me. So, oh yeah, that's right. It's another thing that, I didn't really mention this, but sometimes I get naked when I do these channelings, and I just want to let you know. So if you see something nudity around, that's me. Okay, have a nice day, and I hope all of you have a chilling weekend, and keep up the good work, people. Those that are being nice to each other. Check you out next time. Blessings all. This is Archangel Micheal. Blessings to you. Yes, some needed to hear some of that. For you all here, there are many tensions here that are not being released in the proper way. And nature is being neglected, as you are aware. In your coming year, your next year, would you see nature speaking out to many of you more clearly also? There are many shifts going on. Some have called this anomaly that's going on. There's several anomalies that have not been named. And that is one of nature making itself more known. Now, does that mean Earth events? In some ways, yes. But if it does, which it will, possibly to those that are awakened, Mother Earth will be speaking to you more clearly. The message will come to you automatically, such as a hurricane coming, an earthquake. You will just know when the Earth is changing, and you will feel the vibration messages from Mother Earth to you. We just wanted to give that to you on your journey here. Much love to you. Greetings, I'm Raphael. With my connections to you, I do feel, I know, I know, many of you are going through a release process, and some are unaware of it. But some are holding on to situations, past mistakes, past relationships that are dragging on for a long time, and you might not even be aware of it. You're wondering why you feel stuck and unemotional or just not going anywhere. If you're tearful at times for no reason, feel like a black hole is within you. That is a past life or a situation in your current life that is holding you down, but ready to release also. And to identify is not always the easiest. And to identify it is visualize within you. You can visualize yourself as a crystal body that you can see through yourself and see what is there, what is beautiful there, and what needs to be removed, such as a lifetime or an event in your life, such as family, turmoil, or a relationship that went bad. As you visualize yourself crystal clear, you can see this event and clear it. Energies from God, my energies, the energies of positivity, whatever that you feel close to. It could be a relative on the other side that you connect to also, that you connect to often to help cleanse the soul. It will bring much help. But there is always some that is not going to be shown because that time has not come to bring a releasing to it. Like a boat anchor, some will feel, but some of these lifetimes are much needed because it builds your character, your who you are. You need something to work with, and it's usually a past life that is you are still working on and improving in this lifetime. You might have made a mistake in another lifetime. In this life, you need that mistake within your DNA to improve upon it in this one. So you must have that in your memory banks of what you're here to do. That is part of your chart. Your highway, as some will call it. Your chart is a highway now, isn't it? And you choose the directions which you wish to turn. You might have those on your world. Yes, you do. It's another way of looking at it. Which one's you? Thank you. Greetings. One moment. Greetings, this is Novak. One moment. Greetings, much love, humans. I'll be having a green day. Isn't that a band? Some sort? It doesn't matter. First, I come with a galactic update. I'm not doing, what is it called? Autographs. Maybe next time. In person, I'd rather do those. Anyway, and I'm the most handsome reptilian in the world. That's true. I work on it every day. I comb my hair. I don't have hair, but if I did, I'd comb it. What was happening, the last webinar in the beginning, not all of it's going to be explained, but a shift of new beings, but I believe I mentioned that already. That is still being in discussion mode at this time. There's the Galactic Federation and other federations at this time. Your next year is going to be quite fascinating for us to watch. That's all we can say. I believe some of you haven't already any kind of what we're speaking of, but our knowledge is going to become a little bit more. Knowledge of us will come a little bit closer to humanity. That's all we can go into right now. But we're still going to be a myth as far as we know. What do you call it? Conspiracy, whatever nonsense. But that's okay. Other than that, one moment. What else do we have for your planet? Nothing that can be said right now. One moment. I can tell you this. Yes, your military is getting kind of, obviously this is not going to be public. Your military is shifting. They don't like what's going on. Okay, that might not be too not public. This is actually worldwide that's going on because they don't know what's going to go. But some are playing stupid. Others are just doing scare tactics. It's no big deal. There's going to be a lot of scare tactics throughout your year, but nothing to worry. The economy is going to crash and stuff like that. They're just screwing around. They don't like what's going on government-wise. That's all. No big deal. Just business as usual. That's all we can go into right now. But if there's any questions, I'll be happy to assist your people.
Hi, Novak.
Greetings.
Thanks for dropping in.
Oh,
First up is going to be Brian.
Greetings.
Greetings, Novak. This is Brian.
Greetings.
And yes, Logan's here. He has a question.
Hello, Novak.
Yes.
Nice to meet you today.
Yes. Nice to meet you too.
I would like to ask a question about, for some reason, when I woke up 2 days ago, my nose was bleeding really bad. I want to know what that was exactly about. Or is that just natural?
When was this?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
What would be Tuesday in the morning? My nose was bleeding. Left one. No, the right one.
Right side.
Well, I see a lot of Palladian connections you are having in astral. As for your nose bleeding, it does feel like the air was thinner than usual. And that's all I get from that. But you were doing a lot in astral with the Palladian alliance. That's all they're saying. And the air they said around you was not as usual. So they said it's part of it. One of the causes. That makes sense to you. That's all they're saying.
Yeah, I've been experiencing some of that weird air. It's like I can't breathe for a second,
Yes.
and then like the oxygen will tap in again.
Yes, you're going through dimensions, and you're getting very sensitive to this stuff, as you can see. You're very active with the Palladian alliances. You are building up your life. Yes, you might be young, but you're still very, and astrally you're busy. Let's put it that way.
And my second question is, what would the fourth dimension look like to a human or human being eye? Yeah, human perspective.
Human perspective. Oh, what's the best way?
Yeah.
Some will say it goes very fast. It is unable for humans to fully grasp it at your level. It is just moving very quickly, faster than what a human can handle. But that can be changed by DNA shifting as for infusions. It is very lighthearted, meaning it is like a science fiction movie that you see in fantasy, but a lot more active, more creative. Many things are coming, many beings around you constantly flowing. There's just a flow. It's another world, basically. It's the best way I can kind of describe it at this time.
So it's like another version of Earth?
Yes.
Or...
Another version, yes.
Huh.
Less negativity, but we still have negativity, as you're aware of. A different kind, more of mischievous energies than you're just having this low-level energy. But it is usually quite quick. Things happen fast compared
real quick, if I
to
may.
your perspective.
So, like, is the fourth dimensional world or energy or whatever, kind of density or whatever, connected to this one, but it's separate?
Yes.
Huh.
This one can affect that one can affect this one, depending on what it is.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Novak. Much love.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is our member Jamie, and I have her questions here. Are there any messages from my friend Jose Lopez's spirit guides?
Now, one moment. One moment. All I'm being told is that be careful of who you're confiding your knowledge to. Some are not always trustful. You won't know who they are, and you have a feeling, and sometimes you go ahead and do it anyway. So be kind of careful of who you are speaking with of private matters, because some are not as friendly as they could be, and some are actually family members. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Jamie. Ever since my 12-year-old nephew, Seth Scott, was a small child, he suddenly wakes up in the middle of the night and looks around and is very confused. Is this ET or spirit related? If so, what can he do to control it?
To call on your angels is the best thing you could do at this time. What is going on with this one? One moment. Is a vibrational shift around this one. To pray on it is basically all I can say, because it's a shift that's going to continue on no matter what, but you can't calm down the energies. There's a Palladian energy around there also that's bringing assistance to this one. But I believe that will close down soon. As for the activity, they're not always aware that they're loud at night. So it's a possibility that will cool down soon. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Daniel.
Greetings.
Greetings, Novak.
Greetings.
Hi. My first question is, I've been feeling the sense of like that I'm like wasting my life, so to speak, or this kind of pressure to like, you know, get my ass moving, basically. But it's like I feel like I'm kind of stuck. Like I know what I want to do, but I just don't know how to get moving with, for example, creative projects or whatever, anything like that. Are there any messages on what could be causing that?
What I'm getting from Spirit is to, in some ways, look at this as a way of taking easy on yourself, to rest, to just have a mini vacation, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Meditate, go somewhere you don't normally go, you know, things to do of that sort. And you'll tap out of it eventually. That's from what I'm told. It will fade away eventually. Something that Let's see what we have around here. That's a message from your guides. That's all they're saying. Hopefully that makes some sense to you, or
Kind of, yeah.
give you take a break from what you normally do, just to. I believe you will tap out of it. If not, you can always ask about that again later.
I see. Because there's always that sense of like, oh, I shouldn't be taking a break. I got to do something. I just got to, But yeah.
Well, maybe it is better to take a break and not worry about it.
Yeah, I understand. So my second question is, sometimes, let's say I want to connect to like a being in spirit, like one of the succubi or a nymph or whatever,
Yes.
right? And there's some, when I try to like interact with them more in like my visions and such, I just feel like this strange kind of, I don't know what to call it, I guess like a blockage or something around my, I want to say near my, it's like between my heart chakra and my solar plexus, that kind of region. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but I'm not sure what.
One moment. From what I'm picking up, it's a Pleiadian energy that's not exactly positive that's around you at this time. It is part of your timeline, time traveling situation you have. It is one, it's not silver, it is blue. One moment. I also feel a dinosaur type of energy around you also. That's meddling with your energy. One moment. It's a draconian that's around you also. That's where that's coming from. One moment. A highly advanced one with 6 density draconian that's been draining your energy recently, also making you feel, yes, this one's very, what this one's using is great technology to keep themselves unknown, to be hidden. This is why you're probably feeling that you're not getting anywhere also. We'll send energy to you. We'll send assistance to you, but this one might take some time to remove. That's what we're got. That's what I have at least for you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I would be meditating on it work as well?
Please. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. To clear it out through your energy, yes, to heal it. But this one's going to take some time. It seems it has a pretty good hold on you from what I'm gathering at this time.
Makes sense.
Quite advanced. And it also seems like it's turning your timeline backwards, and this is why you feel the way you do. It's having you go in reverse. It happens a lot, actually, but this one's quite intense.
Yeah.
Not like this.
Yeah, for sure. It's like I feel like I was making backwards progress. I'm like, wait, what's going on with me?
Yes, that is exactly what's going on. Yes, this one's meddling with you quite a bit, and it was not detected from other beings. I believe you'll have assistance soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, Miguel.
Hello, Novak.
Greetings.
Thank you for answering our questions today.
Oh, anytime.
You're my favorite reptilian.
It's a privilege to be here. Yeah, we can all comb our hair together one day.
So my first question is there anything that my guides can share about my silver Pleiadian lifetimes?
Yes. Yeah, you were quite a busy one with that. One moment. You were very high up within the Silver Pleiadians. Part of worlds as they're being created, but staying out of it. And there weren't always Pleiadian worlds. Some of there were. Well, most worlds are experimental worlds. I see a lot of animals, but some of them were Pleiadian worlds, but not of the Silver Pleiadian energy. And they're very much involved with world creating, just like your tall blondes are. But these are, of course, there's other beings involved. It's not just them, but they have assistance when they create civilizations. And you're very much involved with that. It seems like you're part of the government, but not just that, the arts involved with that. You're involved with quite a few things. And in this incarnation, you're still connecting to it. here you're gathering data like everyone else is, gathering all this knowledge for your future incarnations. There's also a possibility to create a world that's just as difficult as this one, but easier in some other ways. They're not saying why, what it will be, but. And also with this connection, with the Silver Palladians, you're very connected to the Arcturians. You're like brothers in that regard, or sisters, whatever, in that creation process. There's much more of it. That's all I have for you right now.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
And my second question is, are there any messages for me?
One moment. Is there an elderly woman that passed away that was like a grandmother of sort? Or a great grandmother? I see an elderly woman that is sending her blessings to your children. One moment. Feels like a great grandparent or something around those lines, or just a relative. One moment. Okay, that I'm not sure of who that was, but it was someone of a relative of yours, probably an ancient relative, actually. What I do see is Yeshua's energies around you and your children, bringing protection, but also knowledge of his being. Some of your children have had past lives with him and other incarnations. I believe you have also. It's just for you to recognize that, because you'll be bringing you guidance also in your future time when you're connecting to your children as for spiritual knowledge. And for them to connect to Yeshua's energies would not be a problem, because they know him well, they just don't remember. That is the message right now.
Thank you, Novak.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Kimberly, and her first question is for her daughter Evelyn. She had a dream a while back where she resurrected a kitten exactly 157 years after its death. Can you tell her anything about that?
It is a connection with the afterlife that is connected. The child is very connected to the Arcturians. And you can say this is Arcturian knowledge given to humans, that life after death, where the child has had lifetimes telling humans this over and over again through different ways of message, through scripture. She's had her ways. As an angel also, letting humans know that this is not all there is. And using that as an example. And that dream is just a reminder of that. That is all. That is all the information I have for that. There's most likely there's more, but that's all I have. Blessings.
Okay, second question is for Kimberly. I felt and saw an ant being near me a few days ago. Can you tell me about him?
Oh, yes. That is he's just observing. Ralph is the name I get from him, but he has some kind of long name that no one's going to ever be able to figure out. Not on your planet. He's just observing. He is a funny guy, actually, and one moment. He's just checking you out, basically, but he's there as a friend. Nothing to worry about. He is quite a humorous one, so if you feel a chuckle, feel like laughing, most likely it's him doing that. Blessings.
Okay, next is our member Thomas. First question. Ask the Holy Spirit if I will need to show my family who I really am.
That's an easy one. I don't believe they're ready for that yet. Now, if you feel like doing it, that's fine, but I do not feel like they're ready for it yet. They're just going crazy. They can't handle themselves, let alone that. There's a lot of fear around them. So, good intentions, you do. Them, this is now possibly in the next year, that will change. It's kind of like, what is it? You have what the X-Men here is like, oh, yeah, mom and dad, I'm a mutant. It's kind of like that, where your parents are like, oh, get all freaked out over nothing. It's like, geez. So that's up to you what you want to go through, but for the most part, I don't see it ready yet. Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, second question from Thomas. Is there any relevant message from anyone?
There's always a relevant message, just to let you know. One moment. Let's see. Archangel Micheal says to be patient with yourself and to connect to his energies. Not to be afraid of where you can go with your abilities, because there is some fear around you at this time, but that is understandable. You've had an angel lifetime in your past, not too far, not too recent. A recent incarnation is incarnated angel. That energy is with you right now. It's pretty strong. And that is another thing why you feel so delicate in this reality. It is very hard. You want to be yourself, which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with telling your family also, but you understand the repercussions from that. So I'm not sure if you want to go through that. But meditate with the angel energies will help you understand what is going on. The messages will come through clear to you, but you're not ready for them yet because you're still getting used to all this. But the message will come through clearly. Your spirit guides also are bringing much assistance. They say you're very fragile right now for good reason, but you will strengthen with this as you get used to it. So patience. Blessings. It was kind of...
Oh, that's okay. Okay, Peter?
Hello, Novak. Thank
Yes.
you for being here. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, so I've been feeling timelines. I don't necessarily see them, but I like
Yes.
well, like with people, I can see them heading in certain directions, and I can see them doing certain things. Like I could see someone becoming an oracle, a seer, and she can make predictions. Yes.
Excellent.
So, and I can feel timelines shift because they become more open or closed. And I can feel jumping timelines because I notice like where I'm heading, like my future desires totally change.
Yes.
So am I picking, it's noisy there. Am I picking
Yes.
up on, so I'm picking up on all this correctly?
Yes, you are.
That's awesome.
We do see you as a teacher when you're ready to help guide others. And you can also help others stay out of troubled spots when the time is right for you.
Wow, thank
When
you.
the time is right. But yes, you are seeing this correctly. And it is a gift you had in other realities. You're very Pleiadian. You're connected to many things. The connecting to heaven is definitely it. But your knowledge here is to, I want to say, warn others of when you need to. Because you'll see where they're going. Of course, they have the choice to do whatever they want. But they'd be in situations where it would be good for you to, when you feel it is right, to mention it. It's up to them to accept it or not.
Okay, thank you. And also, I guess I just want to ask if there's any messages about my program. I see it working soon. So if any messages from anyone would be great.
They say patience is not going to go as quickly as you'd like. There is some still work to be done, but it is coming together fluidly. One moment. All they say is continue on. You're on the right path, and you will know what to do. As for marketing, it's just you just have to make sure it's working correctly. That's all they say.
Thank you very much. Much love. Thank you.
Blessings. Blessings.
Okay, Angie?
Hi, Novak.
Greetings. Hello.
I'm going to be very simple and just ask if there's any messages tonight.
Yes, your angels adore you. And I think you already know this. Elementals, but the angels say they adore you very much. You're becoming an angel. Well, you already are an angel, but your energy is turning into angelic like atmosphere. So you're attracting a great amount of positivity. They say not to worry about finances, it will work itself out. And you will see your future more clearly also as you become more comfortable with this knowledge that's with you. You're still learning, but as you become more confident of your connections, you will see your timelines much more clearer. Not to say you'll know which one to jump on, but you'll have a more indication of what is right for you and what is not. Hopefully that makes sense to you.
Yes, thank you. That's all. I'm not going to ask another.
Much love to you.
Okay, we're going to go.
We'll hang out sometime.
Okay, we're going to go right to Christy.
Hey, Novak.
Greetings.
Do I have any messages from my guides or any messages?
Oh, let's see here. Yes, there's a common thread. Be patient. You've been going through some rough spots, but it seems to have calmed down now. Slightly, at least. It will continue to calm down over the next few weeks. There will be some rough patches here and there, but you're doing much in astral, and that was a very important work that you're doing. And your son is involved with it also. And it was beings were not enjoying your work, but you were doing good stuff. I believe you can connect with that. Some beings did not agree with what you were doing, but what you had to do had to be done, but I can't go into what it was. I believe you can connect with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
It had to do with, say, alien type of governmental type of stuff. Had to do with Mars, had to do with other planets in your solar system, meaning combining them, connecting them. That's all I can say. I don't think I said too much there. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you for that. And I wanted to ask what my connection with the Hopi, the Native American Hopi star ancestors are.
Yes, you had an incarnation with them in their early creation. Yes, you were actually one of the first ones to have an incarnation with them. I believe you have some kind of feeling of that. But you're part of the alien project that created them also. But you're one of the first incarnations of them either also. But there was aliens involved with it. And you're a distant alien, but you're still involved with it. I believe it was of the Nordic energy, but I can't fully connect with that. I believe it was. But your incarnation was to give other aliens hope of the human race on this planet. Because some were kind of skeptical about it in the beginning. So yes, it went well, that experiment. There are others that did not go so well, and they're no longer here.
So it sounds kind of like what I'm doing now, but in my human aspect.
Yes.
Bringing the, just kind of different, but
yes,
almost the same.
Yes, it's just what's going on in this lifetime you are living has not been the easiest. We do see it getting easier over the next couple of years, but right now you're in kind of a rough patch. With your child, he's going through a lot, but we do see the next couple of years everything calming down. But a lot has to do with what you're doing in astral.
Right, because he's been very aggressive and all of that lately. But like it's how he expresses himself. He can't fully express himself.
exactly.
So he
Yeah,
screams.
he feels very lost. Yes, he feels very lost here right now. He feels like he doesn't belong on this world right now. So I think you kind of get the vibe from that in some regard. He knows he has to be here and he's fine with that, but sometimes he feels this like, why did I choose this, or something like that, or he can't take it anymore, that type of thing.
Yeah, like a gray. He just reminds me of a gray's behavior a lot.
Yes. He doesn't know how to express it, and yes. And it's another reason why I took this incarnation. It was a hard one for him, but he needed this for balance to understand the human condition, though. Yes, he's had a lot of great lifetimes here on this world. Very much, gosh, his world's like a brother to him. He's been here so long, as an alien at least. So being here makes a lot of sense. That's all I have.
Thank you, Novak.
Take care.
Much love.
Okay, next is MT, and I have her questions here. Any messages from my galactic family?
First thing they say is to take it easy on yourself. Meditate, you're doing that. Connecting to nature, you're doing that already. Take a break from your life, meaning do something different that you haven't done before in your past. Take a drive somewhere you don't normally go. When you feel uneven. That's all they say. Blessings.
Okay, she would also like to know what the conditions of her chakras are.
Her heart chakra is the one that seems to be in turmoil right now. I believe she feels that sometimes. The rest of them seem to be affected by it to a certain degree, a small percentage, but her heart chakra needs healing. It's from her past. It's from ordeals happening recently. Because this one is she's known as a relationship with in other lifetimes, so that's living with her chakras. She can clear that out, and that will help much. Forgiveness would be good. Blessings.
Okay, Mark?
Yep. Hi, Novak.
Greetings.
Can you watch if I have any form of message somewhere?
Yes, I see that you have a lot of gray activity around you at this time. You've been connecting to their ships. Also, Yael, you've been connecting with the Zetas. You have had the most connection with. As for, you're part of a building project where they can't go in. It's on another world. You can say it's like a holographic type of world they're working on. A holographic technology they're working on another world. Let's put it that way. They say it helps them see things easier when they're involved with species they don't understand. Or, yes, something around those lines. That's all I got for you. Thank you.
Okay. I will show you a picture.
Yes.
I received November 14 around 1 a.m. Can you tell me the message behind that?
One moment. The first, not all of this I can go to publicly, but it has a lot to do with a Palladian alliance you're connected to. It's part of a hybrid program that is quite secret. It's not one that you're aware of, though. But there's much more to it. It's connected to the Galactic Federation of Light. One moment. And it's much what you're doing in Astral also. One moment. It is also, you see the eye there, it's just to help you see more clearly, and this will happen in the next year. That's all they can say. There's much more, but they can't go into right now.
Are you tell me in some way that could be a symbol to use for myself, or it's just a message?
To what was that? I didn't hear that part.
Do that mean I can use this picture as symbol to unlock more my?
Yes.
My thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, Emmy?
Hello?
Greeting. Yes, greetings.
Greetings, Novak. How are you?
Doing well.
Can you please tell me why I was just feeling extra especially stressed, and today I also have not been sleeping well. My back's been hurting.
One moment. One moment. Yeah, you've been attracting a lot of beings recently due to your work. Astral work or work on this planet doesn't really matter. There is a negative energy around you of negative reptilian. They've been seeing what you're doing, draining your energy recently. They're not exactly attacking you, but they're not exactly helping you either.
Yeah,
I
they
believe
almost
that
have
moved on.
talked to my interview today.
Yes. They don't like what you're doing. So getting rid of them is kind of difficult. I mean, I don't think they're around you right now. I think they've finally moved on. But there were heavy,
Okay.
there was a heavy presence earlier, and they're unwilling to leave. I mean, they're going to be pretty menacing. But I believe that's past now, though, as far as I can tell. There was like 3 of them. They're like a posse. One of them had like a snapper type of face. The others have kind of like your mushed in face. This one had a snapper face. Kind of childish, but you know, that's what they're waiting. No, anyway. Well, because they see that many are awakening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're hoping a lot of people see things more clearly, and they don't like that. So you're a target right now, but I think that's going to be passing them.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
Yes.
And my other question is, if there are any messages from me, and what are the light beings around me?
Andromedan, a lot of Andromedan energies around you recently. That's probably why the reptilians are there, because they don't like, some of them don't like Andromedans that well. So Andromedan energies have been pretty strong with you. I see 3 or 4 beings around you that's been quite active in a positive way. There's been the yellow around you also, and that's another thing that's attracting these reptilians also.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're part of a lot of galactic meetings recently, and astral. Many are. They don't realize it. And that's another thing that they're just don't like. These beings just don't like what's going on. That's all I have for you. Your guides said things will mellow out in the next week.
Okay, thank you so much, Novak.
Yes, anytime.
You have a great night. Thank
Peace
you.
out. Peace.
Okay, Terrence?
Yes, greetings, Novak.
Greetings.
Yeah. You know, you're the second best reptilian I've ever
Okay, great.
been graced my presence since
anytime.
You know, my best bud Tron.
Oh yeah.
But I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
I do have a great question for me.
Sure.
I wish to know who this character is that goes by the name of Beelzebub.
This is a name that's come to you?
Yes.
One moment.
I guess it's in like a biblical text, and I guess he's like really evil, but it's been, I don't know, he's just been here like in my head, like Beelzebub. It's been repeated over and over. I just wish to know like the hell is he doing?
One moment. What I get from that is a negative. Now, it's not negative around you, but it's a negative insectoid. One moment. Kind of like a beetle. Insectoid. Very strong, very powerful. The reason they are speaking to you because they know you from. You said this from a biblical text, correct? So it's from that connection there. I'm not connecting to that. Well, sort of. But yeah, you had a lifetime with this one in human form at one time. They're just there to remind you, that's all. There's no negativity around you. I mean, they're not trying to mess up your game or anything like that. It's just something for you to explore. That's all I'm getting from that. Hopefully that makes some sense to you.
Yes, thank you. It makes a lot of sense. It's just this name is just been pissing me the hell off. But
he was quite destructive in his lifetime, and he's still going through that after all this time. Still going through all that. I should laugh at that. Yeah, he's a bad dude. Well, anyway, but that'll help you clear. If you do a meditation on it, should come through much clearer.
Yeah, I've been meditating like with the the violet flame, so it's been helping. But it's the name. It's been pissing me the hell off. It's aggravating.
It should calm itself down. You should have more information about it now.
Okay, thank you. I guess my second question is well, I'm gonna scrap that second question. I asked Arcturians or Pleiadians to give me a infusion, and I just kind of want to know like what's the progress of that. Like I've been having dreams, and the dreams have been really cool and insightful, but I just kind of know like what can I do to advance this?
What I see a Andromedan energy around you assisting your energy flow at this time. As for how to advance your abilities, one moment. Practice, of course, but you're already doing that. One moment. Well, your guide says connect to the angels. I believe you're doing that already, but meditate with the angels during your day, calling them to assist you, but it seems like it will be some time for you to fully go in the direction you wish to go. But you are in it is a progress, but it's a slow progress, that's all. That's all I see. But your dreams are pretty advanced compared to what others see. So that right there, there's reasons for it not going in the direction you would like it to. The slowness is for a reason. That's what I have.
Yeah. I've been like experimenting on controlling my dreams, and I mean it's been a real good experience. It's just I just get frustrated sometimes. I'm just like, what the hell is going on with us and humanity?
Yes,
and all these
humanity. Yes, everyone. Yeah, you're not alone in that boat. Yes, that is a slow progress. You just have to make peace with it, and the world will heal itself when it's ready to heal. Many are not ready to heal yet. It's quite understandable. Yes, it's very frustrating. Yes,
I agree. I'll stop sucking up your time and let other people ask questions. Thank you and much love.
Yes.
Okay, next is Firstborn's question. Why does The Simpsons make predictions like 9/11 and Trump before it even happens?
There's a lot of Illuminati mind control going on there that these critters are unaware of. These ideas come to them, they're not realizing it's actually coming from the controllers of this world. Not to say they have staff in the writer's room, but they are part of the creative process. They have their black magic that they use. And it's quite common. And that show is kind of like a Illuminati hotbed. I believe some already see the symbolisms within it. And your Family Guy is the same way. To some degree, it's not as strong as The Simpsons. So they used it. They picked out which one to use, and they find their ways of getting their information through. But they use their ways of doing it, and because they have to. I think that's it. Hopefully.
Okay, next up is Blue.
Hello, Uncle Novak.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh yes, Uncle.
I don't see you around. Are you gone?
I've been busy.
Okay, that's the reason. You were around a lot before.
I come and go.
Okay, good. I miss you.
I miss you guys too.
My question is there a message from the Council of Nine to me?
Well, they love you very much. You know that. They keep saying you're the one, but not like that movie stuff. But they say you're the one, and they say you know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have the feeling of that. I know.
Yeah, you're their magician. They say of assisting Earth more than you realize. And even after this election situation, you actually were working and keeping the peace more than you might realize. And many were, actually. They don't realize it, though. Settling down the planet, assisting it as the alien information starts to come in slowly, and you're bringing much assistance, but you and many others. That's all I have. That's all I say.
Okay, great. And I have a question for you.
Yes.
You have spoken to me a few times. I don't know if you are a guide for me or just a friend hanging around.
I hang out with everybody, everyone. I show up when called or needed. Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, well, that was it for me. Thank you very much for coming over.
Take care. Blessings.
Okay, last up is Micheal.
I know back. How are you?
Doing well. Enjoying my celebrity.
Yeah. Well, congrats, super applause, etc.
Yeah. And you're celebrities too. You guys are celebrities too. Don't forget that.
Right.
Definitely.
So actually what's really pressing on my heart is connecting to spirit, source, and do you have a message, or does he, she, all that is, the source have a message for humanity?
One moment. Yes, to let go of the anger for each other and for the self. Let go of that anger and share love instead of turmoil. Many are addicted to turmoil, internal turmoil. Some do use it for comic purposes, but some use it as a weapon to others to protect themselves also. They don't realize they can let that go and show their true selves. They're not realizing they can be who they want to be, but so many are afraid to do that. It is causing this disconnect across your world. That's the message. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm going to apologize to the group, but I'm going to ask, not for myself, but one message for my son, Evan. Spirit has for him.
One moment. He's going through growing pains, and there's a dark time that is needed for him to find the light. That's up to him to connect to the light, But sometimes darkness is needed as a lesson. Darkness at this time is a lesson for him. Lessons for the future, meaning if he goes through this now, he doesn't have to go through it in the future. But these are good lessons for him. Part of it's maturity, but it's also creating relationships that he wishes to have. Because his trustworthiness isn't, his trust is, he's learning trust right now. Himself and others, how to trust others. Trusting others is vital for him right now. It is a hard test for him to go through, but a lot of it is internal. Also, the biggest one seems to be trusting himself, trusting his instincts as he connects to others. Sometimes he gets a message, but then he changes it to fit his needs, not seeing the true message of. That's where he gets sometimes scrambled up. But these things are needed right now. He's testing himself, and it's much needed. It will calm down soon, but it's up to him. It's how he wants to look at it. He can't let go of all of it, though. That is the message. Hopefully that made some sense.
Thank you, Novak. And this is my apology because I'm going to take space for 3 questions. So my last question is there a message for my daughter, Brooke, from Source?
Yes, they say she's a joy to them. Not to say the other one wasn't, but anyway. From her guides, they love her to death. Sometimes she tortures herself over nothing, but she's turmoil that needs to be healed, that hasn't found the right words to heal it yet. One moment. She is a very strong Arcturian, and that knowledge will be coming to her more clearly in the next couple of years of sprouting out. They do see her as a healer, but first she has to heal herself. And this time, as much of it has to do with her getting to know herself still. She is still in the interview process of knowing herself. So her earth self, she's had a lot of alien lifetimes. So knowing, that is when you know everything. And then you come into this world, it's like, oh, geez, I don't know if I can do this. So she's still getting used to being human. Sometimes it takes a while. Some takes a lifetime. And then they have to have another life. I don't think she's going to have that. But also, she's learning self-love, and it's a hard lesson there. But she's getting better with it day by day. And they tell her to enjoy life more. She does, but sometimes she does the opposite. Find more joy in life. That's what they say. Blessings. That's all.
And namaste. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Blessings.
Okay, Novak, we had one more that popped in. Do you mind if I ask that one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's for Liz C. And it's a question about her sister Tammy. I believe she has a lot of negative reptilian energy around her that even manifests on her skin, something that looks like a reptilian skin. Is it negative energies, or is it something coming forth from herself naturally?
It is negative energies. She can do a cleanse, a sea salt, bath energies will be good for her. For a cleanse, there is a negative energy around her that she can clear out through meditation, through healing. But this can be cleared. Call in the Holy Spirit to clear this out. It is an entity that is around her that's causing this, though. It's not just her. There is something that is manifesting this. We'll send your energy, but it's nothing to worry about. But you go into a meditation, clear yourself with light, and whatever you see of dark, just throw light onto it. That should clear it out. We'll send you blessings out. That's all I have. Anything else?
Okay, Novak, that's it. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. anytime. And those that come to me and ask for autographs, like, don't you know I'm an alien? I don't know how to do that stuff. So, all right, much love. Peace out. Stay green. Much love.
I want your autograph.
No,
Welcome back.
thank you.
Blue's going to start us off with a
Okay. Thank you.
blessing.
Thank you very much. Anatashihi anataeteya, anaheya kanausheteya, anateniya tanashateya, ataniya, ahano ohoa, inatiki iti yashanatitiya ata, otono shohoho aha, anahi iti anaha, oho aha etiniya. Thank you.
Thank you. Brian?
Am I next?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
okay. Yes, okay. Ilianoko, Kira Sheleokotokwa, Nia Sakadia, Baslushokoton, Ninini, Nukogwa Kagia, Shaladu, Nia Rakani, Sokoto Shokotwa, Ninini Kugula Sakadia, Lignanan, Shaloko Tuatia, Misiliano, Kwa, Vininaka Kwakwasi. Korala Nushukuwati. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Oh, yeah.
Aishakoto Nayata, Aisakoto, Aishakoto, Ainene, O Tukoto, Aishakoto, A, or Aishakoto, O, Otene, Ishakoto, the Sukotani, Koto, I say, Adako, Ashakata, Nane, Shikoto, Hush, Adnakata, Shikata, Aintiko, Shikata, Dikota, Nene, Toko, Ona, Shikota, Naya, Toko, Ana, Hushkata, Shikata, Ana shikoto ha shikoto ana ko shikotika shikoto ko shiko shikota shikota na shikota ta ana shikota ana shikota na shikota shikota ana shikota ana puta shikota tande shikota na ko shikita na that's it. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Yeah, one of the messages I got from Blues was those that wish to be healed will be healed. So nice. All right, much love, everyone. Oh, yeah, our next webinar is Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, Ivan, I got a quick question.
We're still alive. You want to do it now or you want to do it after?
Oh, shit. Well, after.
That's all good.